Hey, Divine Family, this is the Virgo 2026 reading. It looks like we might end up having two parts to this, so let's just jump right in. I did pull some keywords. Don't laugh at one of them, but the keyword that came out was big butt. So, Virgo, you might be interested in somebody that got a big ass, or you like big asses. That's what you were attracted to, ass. You an ass man, or you may be an ass woman. I don't know. Church came out, so you may be trying to get back to your roots, your spiritual roots. You might have been missing church often since the pandemic. A lot of us went through that phase of not physically attending church, and you may be feeling like that has had some type of impact on you in some sort of way. And so you may be trying to focus on getting back in church. You got sleeping and tired. So some of you may be losing sleep and you find yourself to be really tired lately. Or you might be overworking, then throwing yourself into work to avoid thinking about certain things, avoid thinking about things. And so you've been very tired lately. Deja vu. You might be having a lot of deja vu moments where you daydream something and then it happens. Someone dangerous. Someone maybe in your energy that you view as dangerous when their emotions get wrapped up, or somebody may view you in that way. Sonogram. Somebody may be having a baby, or somebody may be showing you their sonogram and letting you know that they're pregnant, that they found out that they were pregnant. Or you may be finding a sonogram and that's how you found out that someone thinks that they're pregnant. You got witness. Somebody witnessed something. Or you might be looking for a witness to witness something to defend yourself or to defend your behalf. You have two women, so this is, to me, signifies third party energy. You have the phrase, do you feel this too? So you may be asking somebody, do you feel the way that I feel? Or that somebody may be asking you if your guys are mirroring each other when the feelings apply. You got slow down. You might be taking things a little too fast with somebody, or you may feel like you need to slow something down to determine if that's where you want to be or what you want to do. You got preppy. That preppy might be your style. You may be known for having a preppy style. Pain or injury. Somebody may be hurting. Somebody may have gotten hurt. Somebody may be healing. Somebody may be in pain. This card just came out with me flipping the cards. This is the betrayal and deception card. So somebody may be in pain from deception, especially since you got two women here. And now you may be forced to slow down because you hurt someone. Taking a stand. So someone may be taking a stand against you, especially if you had a third party, or you may be taking a stand against somebody. You isolated, so you may be isolating yourself in meditation mode, separating yourself from the crowd. Something about credit card. You might have credit card debt, or may have taken out some credit cards to pay some debts, or may need a credit card, or credit card got canceled. You got proposal, so you may be proposing something to someone, or physically proposing to someone, or vice versa. There's many ways that word can be used. And then you got unlucky. Someone may be feeling unlucky. So let's jump into the cards, and I definitely see us going into a part two. So let's get to it. Make sure you check both parts. All right. So the first card that came out, Virgos, is the Lost card, okay? And this is from the money deck and the business deck, okay? But it can apply to life lessons, period, okay? It says, a major phase in your life has ended. Embrace the newness. So you may have been coming out. Some of y'all may have lost jobs. Some of y'all may have been temporary contractors for a position and that has ended. And you might have grown to really like that job. You probably didn't think you were going to like that job. You probably grew to like it, and now it's coming to an end and you don't really want to walk away from it just yet. Or this is a relationship that is coming to an end and you've been holding on to it for too long and it was meant to end a long time ago. And Spirit is saying, instead of you trying to keep going back to it because of how you benefited from this connection, you were not really happy in the connection. Or the other person was not really happy in their connection. And it's time for you to really let this go and stop holding on to loyalty, a sense of loyalty, and pay attention to the fact that you're not happy. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to embrace the newness. God has something on the horizon for you, but he hasn't been able to give it to you, or either he has tried to give it to you and you rejected it. And so Spirit is saying, for you to have the happiness that you want and deserve, I need you to let this shit go. Or either someone is feeling like they need to let you go so that they can find their happiness. Let go of what was so you can focus your energy on what is ahead of you. The grief of loss continues to be an obstacle in your life. So someone also may have walked away from you, which would explain the pain and injury card. And you may be isolating yourself over this, to try to go through those emotions. You might not be out as much as you used to, different types of things, Virgo. The next card that you have is the planner card. This says take the financial inventory and see what needs to change. Some of you might be event planners, or doing something with event planning or project management, or something that requires you to be organized in a professional manner. The Spirit is saying it's critical that you organize your plans, organize your thoughts, write them down, follow them to a T, so that you can elevate yourself and move forward. I do see some of you may be in some type of leadership position, and you just may need to get a little bit more organized. Your organizational skills might have messed you up a little bit. Or your lack of budgeting skills might have messed you up a little bit. So you need to work on your finances. You might be spending too much money on material, or spending too much money not being frugal enough. And it's impacting you long term, and it's causing you to really look at your finances and go in and organize them, because you might be spending too much money and it's taken away from your overall responsibilities. With the leadership card, you are stepping into a role as a leader, and you are ready. Virgos, y'all are naturally leaders, so earth signs period, so I don't see this as being an issue for you. It'd be more so, especially if you come into a new opportunity and you're making more money, it's about being able to hold on to your money is the concern here. So again, look at your finances, look at your bills, make sure you're not spending your bill money, make sure you're saving money for a rainy day and retirement, things of that nature, okay? Your career will improve once you accept and step into your power. You're following the crowd in fear and putting yourself out there. So don't be nervous. You have been equipped with everything you need to be successful. Some of you are already in a leadership role, and you've had some posing challenges with time management. Make sure you step into that and really work on that. Some of you need to step into your creativity. You need to tune into your individuality and learn how to express yourself. That is something that expression is something that you may need to work on in your career field. That's what I'm hearing. Sometimes the way you deliver might be a little sharp or offensive. You may have like a mentality about you of like, I'm the man or I'm the woman. And y'all just need to get in line, my way or the highway. And that's not always the realization. Even though you're in a leadership role, sometimes you gotta allow that you have to clearly hear what people are telling you before you jump to conclusions and make a decision. Sometimes it's good to be action oriented and just jump in and make the right decision, but in other cases, when you don't work with something on a day-to-day basis, taking input from the people that actually do the actual job that you're trying to work on, fix, or resolve is very helpful. So keep that in mind, Virgos, and be creative about your approach when you're working in teams and collaborating. And this is also in partnerships as well. Some of you might be into fashion, or have some type of artistic endeavor. But Spirit is saying you also utilize these different gifts that you have to be creative, to bring in more money, and discover your new talents that help you make money on the side as well. Spirit is also saying it may seem like you're progressing slowly, but you're definitely making progress. So you don't need to rush. So that makes sense where the slow down card came in. So make sure you're not moving too fast and not thoroughly thinking through things before you make these decisions. And I understand, like, you don't want to settle. Your soul is telling you you're on the wrong path and you might not be listening. I feel like this relates more so to a relationship as well as a career. You are getting to a position where you feel like things are stagnant for you in both career, finances, and relationship. And it's because you're stalling and making the moves that you need to make. We're going to get ready to go to part 2 of this reading for Virgos. If you need a reading, go to my page. It's pinned. The number, just text me, set it up, and so are the prices there. I look forward to hearing from you.